Other team with a 6.5 win total is Kansas.
Mm-hmm.
They were 5-7 a year ago. The vibes are strong here, if only because they're reopening the stadium. They call it the Booth. It's David Booth Memorial Stadium.
Yeah.
They've been renovating it for, I guess, a couple seasons now. Week 0 at home against Fresno State. Reopening it, it's going to be a big freaking deal. A big freaking deal.
That's, by the way, in like 39 days.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy how close it is. At time of recording.
At time of recording, let's be clear. Yeah.
It'll be even a little bit closer to week 0. This is a program, I just have to say it, they were a doormat before Lance Leipold got there.
For sure.
And this was one of the things that he wanted them to invest in. This was, and I think they've talked about this as being the missing puzzle piece or the last puzzle piece. This stadium thing is a very, very big deal for this program, and it'll be cool to see them open it up, I'm sure, with a lot of emotion in week 0. I think these are the things that matter when you're recruiting, when you're trying to build a fan base or build trust with a fan base. Showing that you're out there investing in this thing signals intent. It signals that they're, I guess, committed on some level to trying to improve it over the course of time. So that's only part of why the vibes are high. I am thoroughly entertained by Kansas this year.
Maybe.
I am, for 3 reasons.
Okay. Hit me.
1, Jalon Daniels.
Of course.
Apparently still eligible. Apparently for now healthy.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Needs to stay healthy, which is not always a given. Needs to be more consistent when he is. But assuming those 2 things, he's a playmaker. And this is a wide open conference. It's a team that runs a fun playbook. Speaking of which, number 2, co-offensive coordinators this year, Matt Lubick, Jim Zabrowski.
Okay.
Lubick is a guy that, we talked about him on an episode, but he helped build the playbook a couple years ago with Andy Kotelnicki. And Zabrowski is cut from kind of the same cloth. So tell me you're not going to want to watch if they get back to running more of that oop-de-oop offense. That was fun. That was a lot of fun. So I think that gives you a reason to be entertained. And then the other thing is they've got one of the better schedules in the league. In conference, they get all the teams that I'm down on. They get West Virginia and UCF and Oklahoma State and Arizona. If they win those 4 games and beat both Fresno and Wagner, they need just one more along the way to hit the over. So I like the over here. They've also got the border war against Mizzou, which is back on the schedule for the first time since 2011. Not a perfect team. They lose Devin Neal. There are some receiver transfers, but that's a big question. The offensive line's a bit of a question, too. And they've got plenty of areas of need and transition on the defensive side of the ball. But
isn't the entire offense a question other than Jalon Daniels?
Maybe.
And it's Bryce Foster. They have a good center, from A&M, yeah.
But I feel pretty good about Kansas going over.
Yeah, I mean, it's a starting point thing. That quarterback, defensive front is experienced and seems good, right?
Yeah.
Defensive line specifically. It's who are they stopping? It's who is shining at skill positions on offense, which is a pretty big question. How are you going to stop people, and who is going to be responsible for moving the ball without Devin Neal and
those are
replacing
basically
receivers?
The 2 functions of a football team, right?
Well, especially a team like Kansas, right? The best of Kansas is a team that has, in the past few years under Lance Leipold, developed quarterbacks, developed pass catchers, certainly developed running backs. And so they have earned the benefit of the doubt that they can identify and develop there. You got to protect Jalon Daniels, especially given his injury history and athleticism and propensity to try and extend plays. And if the offense gets the benefit of the doubt that they're going to find and develop people, then it should be a good offense, which means that the defense has to be complementary because they might find themselves on the field quickly between scores or big plays, whatever. And so that to me is the even bigger question: is who is Kansas stopping? Who are they not stopping? And who are the players that are able to make those plays? How many players do they have at all 3 levels to make those plays?
I think it's a team with enough veteran leadership that they'll benefit from this schedule. And the fact that it's a wide open conference.
Agree.
Quite literally anything can happen. So I'm entertained by Kansas. I'm not expecting a run into that top tier. But if we've come to know anything about Kansas in this era anyway, they can sneak up and get you. They got Iowa State last year. They just find ways to kind of get in these games, and when Jalon Daniels is healthy, they're a different team altogether.
So you're telling me that somehow Kansas finds a way.
I'm simply saying that life finds a way.
Finds a way.
I knew you were going to find a way to use
You
that sound.
literally said finds a way.
I knew you were going to find a way to use that sound.
And then I found a way to find a way.
You found the way to find a way. Okay.
Yeah, continue.